like to welcome Avia Eek, a farmer here in the Holland Marsh. Many of you probably know her as the tweeting farmer, who's been getting a lot of publicity in the Toronto media, at least, for her wonderful efforts in educating the public about local food and farmers in the Holland Marsh specifically. So Avia, could you say a few words for us, please?
I'd be delighted to, Mike. Thank you. First of all, I'm not really good at memorizing stuff, so I prepared a little speech, so just bear with me. It's not long. First of all, good morning, and I'd like to thank everybody for coming out this morning. Perhaps before you leave, you might want to check out the Canal Road Farmers Market or the Highway 9 Market for the local fresh Holland Marsh produce. You can talk to me about how to get there when we're all finished. But now, anyway, back to the real reason why we're here today. As a farmer in the Holland Marsh, I find it very disturbing that a project of this magnitude, a 393 megawatt simple cycle natural gas fired peaker plant in this location, would be a floodplain, green belt, protected countryside, natural heritage area, etc., would even be considered, much less be pushed through and allowed to circumvent the rules and regulations which have been put in place in order that this type of abuse of a power would not occur. Our farmers have in the past and continue to follow rules and regulations put in place for safe food production. We take water samples, we take soil samples, tissue samples routinely to ensure we are growing the best vegetables possible for the people of Ontario, with the environment at the forefront of our farming practices. Why is this peaker plant project being exempted from the rules put in place to protect this very area? As I mentioned earlier, it is disturbing to our farming community that this project, which clearly does not conform to the Greenbelt, is being pushed through. In fact, it flies in the face of everything our farmers are doing to help preserve this specialty crop area. I attended the OMB hearing each day back in March and April, and I learned a couple of things I'd like to share with you. Number one, energy, once in the grid, has no specific destination. It is a North American grid comprised of Manitoba, Michigan, Quebec, New York, and Ontario. Therefore, pushing this plant through because it is necessary to service Northern York region and must be built at this location in the Greenbelt is not 100% accurate. This plant could be located outside the Greenbelt and still service the intended area. The second thing I learned, this peaker plant is to be built in the Greenbelt. Well, that we already knew. Well, only 5.5% of the forecasted growth will occur within the Greenbelt. Therefore, would it not make more sense to build a power plant where the growth and development is to occur? This power plant is being imposed in the wrong place. Our farmers must follow very stringent rules for food production. Residents of Ontario must follow rules in order that chaos does not ensue. Government must follow rules in the best interests of the people. Rules must be followed if we are to work together to build a stronger, brighter, and cleaner future for the people of Ontario.
Hear, hear.